It's time for the podcast you've all been anticipating. League of Warriors! Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we are proud to present to you the best podcast tag team of the world. Standing next to me in the freaking metaverse, my hetero life mate, the infamous Soulful MILF Hunter. Reigning from your mom's couch, the inspirational Godfather, Orange Otacon. And I am your secondary host, the low-tech cyberpunk Tecmo Joe.
I was about to say, bro. You gotta put that "so" in there.
All right. There you go. Now I can hear myself a little better. I have this like half in, half out on this freaking headset. What's going on? How you been? How you been?
Bro, I feel like I haven't seen you since pre-pandemic. Like it's that bad.
It's been that long. Yeah, I know.
It's been that long.
Fucking ridiculous.
But like we said, the title, don't call it a comeback.
Hello, motherfucker.
We've been going.
Wait. The best one. Don't call it a comeback, cause
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
It's been a long, what, 6 months? 6 months?
oh fucking a when you start that damn class? That was in March, April,
Yeah.
March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, has it been 6 months already? March,
Yeah.
April, May, June, July, August. Not 5 months. 5 months.
5 months. Yeah,
5 months.
all right. Yeah, we would have started earlier, but I needed to get my mental right. I was right mentally in that class.
We all needed a mental break.
Good news though, passed. As you know, I passed.
Which is awesome. Fucking everyone in the damn chat, whether you hear or not. Fucking say it in the damn comments later on. Congratulations, motherfucker. Finally. Finally. He has graduated.
Took me long enough, Jesus. All right, now I want to thank everybody for this award. I want to thank God. I want to thank the people that held me down. I want to thank all the real ones. Oh, I'm getting cut off. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
It's like the Oscars out here.
Oh, that's what I need to fucking find. Hold on, where is that fucking shit? Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it later. I need that freaking that sound bit. And I think you should know where I'm going with this. That sound bit from Dave Chappelle. It's like,
oh,
wrap it up,
B. You better wrap that gavel up, B. Oh man, yes, it has been a long 5 months. I still haven't seen you guys the way that I want to see you, but I will see you soon. I promise.
oh man.
Actually, no, we're seeing each other this weekend. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
After a long hiatus.
Yeah, well, you know me, man. I gotta get all of me right. Because if not, I come looking out like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and we don't need that.
Yep.
But but now that we're back, we're coming back, and we're coming back swinging. We're looking to get canceled now, on purpose.
Yep. Just cause
we don't care. Just cause we don't care.
Fuck your couch, motherfuckers. Fuck your motherfucking couch.
Oh man.
What do I look like? Putting my feet, rubbing my feet all over the couch. Yeah, I did that shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did that shit. Okay, sell a jug.
That motherfuckers got money.
Fuck your couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yep. For the past, even though for everyone that don't know, the fact that Otacon was in classes.
You mean jail?
Nah. Well, it depends which prison you're talking about, but that's besides the point. At least we still kept in constant communication, and I just kept on sending them massive like freaking topics, videos that we can speak of, talk about. And yeah, throughout this whole freaking time that we've been on a little hiatus, I am so ready to freaking get canceled because of the stupidity. Not just this world, but these states of the Americas has been getting on some kind of craziness, and yeah, it's getting a little overboard, and yeah, we're about to freaking bust people's bubbles and get a lot of Karens into the stream, into the comments.
I want to smoke.
Which is fine, because
I want to smoke. I need to unleash some anger. Not really. I need to unleash 4 months of frustration. Oh man. But yeah, we are gonna touch base on all this craziness that's been happening over these last 4 or 5 months. Definitely those that alien reveal at some point. It's gonna come at some point, but we have at least like enough episodes to go on till at least the end of the year.
we should.
Yeah. So it's not interesting.
If not, not even if not, if you guys have anything to add or want to hear, go in, freaking give us heads up in the comments. Hit us up on our IG page or YouTube, and let us know you guys want to you guys want to hear and talk about this, or you guys want to hear our perspective on various topics, whether it's tech related, culture related, conspiracy related. What's another one?
Crazy related.
Yeah, the crazies. Yeah, we should just call the topic the crazies. There we go.
Yeah, we're literally open to anything, guys, because we do it all. At least we try to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
And either massively fail. Listen, when we fail big. But when we don't fail, we win big. Like, when we don't fail, it's like, yeah.
If you ain't first, you're last. Shake and bake. Shake and motherfucking bake.
I was hoping we'd be like the Magic Man and El Diablo. It's like a fiery chicken, bro.
More like fucking Pollo Locos, man.
Hey, don't get up Pollo Locos, bro. That chicken is fire. That chicken is good, bro.
Oh man. Or even better, because I have it right in the freaking back of my head, is Johnny Five joining the gang.
I'm sorry.
Locos.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your face. Los Locos kick your ass into outer space. Listen, baby Joker.
Yo, not for nothing. I don't think we're gonna be allowed in LA, bro. They're not gonna let us in.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's fine.
I mean, the San Fran
we good.
The San Fran count for me.
Oh man, that shit would be hilarious.
I don't know what I would pick. I honestly don't know. If I was out there, I don't know if I want to be an essay. I want to be an essay for a day. Get on a low rider, and chill with the vatos. But then at the same time, I want to join the other gangs. Like I don't know.
Don't count your blessings on that one, man. You'll get too many freaking coming in, too many freaking requests that you might not want.
So you want to get your bin home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But in typical, we gotta get these laughs out. But in our typical fashion, coming out swinging the gate, and the first thing we're gonna talk about, well, this first episode back, we're gonna hit on a topic that I think I'd say about 90% of men have dealt with in their lives.
Yep. And this topic actually stems right off of our last fucking topic. If you guys haven't seen it, you best freaking go back in our damn archives, especially on YouTube, and go fucking watch it. Quit bullshitting, because we're about to jump in from masculine toxicity to feminine toxicity.
Get the baby oil and
the bucket baby powder.
And the baby powder ready.
What did my fingers say to the face? Smack, bitch.
Oh.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's only right that we do feminine toxicity, because we about giving two-piece to everybody. All right, we're not biased to one side. If we're gonna do one side, we gotta do the other side. So
yep, we give everyone freaking equal opportunities, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Y'all want equal opportunity. You're gonna equally opportune your ass to get the smoke. I don't even know if opportune's a word, but hey, I just made it. So for me, right off the bat, I'm gonna say this: my biggest red flag when it comes to female toxicity is this hot girl summer nonsense. These girls, they want to go out, they want to go out, they want to go have their fun. Listen, I understand summertime is a time for fun. We are especially in the East Coast, we are cold. 8 out of the 12 months, and we get from May to about August to actually enjoy the outdoors. But when I'm saying these hot girls, these girls be going in, they be going in, and then come wintertime, they want to come running back to the guy that they broke up with back in May and say, "Oh no, I made a mistake," after you done gone ran through more times than a tunnel in New York on rush hour, bro. During rush hour.
You're a disappointment to your parents, who I
Yep.
Now there's nothing. Look. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with having your fun. There's nothing wrong with having your fun. Everybody's had their fun. I had my fun. Listen, if you guys were around in my 20s, you know. You know, I was not the right person to be around. When yeah, man. I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's, and there's nothing wrong with taking that stage in your life. Now, with certain circumstances,
I ain't looking for booty.
But my thing is that if you're gonna come with that energy into a relationship or into someone's life with that kind of energy, either make sure that person matches your energy, or be straight up with the person and be like, "Hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I like to do." Blah blah blah. If not, why? Well, if not, you're gonna waste the person's time. You're gonna cause whatever trauma, whatever nonsense. You're gonna pass that on to the next person, and then you're gonna just continue the cycle. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's such a thing as hot boy summer too, but you know, we already discussed that in the last episode.
Oh man. But hot girl summer is not as bad depending on the outlook or the mentality of the woman itself. Same thing goes with a hot boy or freaking.
What is it? I forgot what's it called. It's not a hot boy summer. City boy. There you go. City boy summer.
Oh, city boy. I was about to say fuck boy. I was like, I don't know.
That works too. Whatever, man. Listen, regardless, we're getting it in.
It really depends, just because, like Otacon said, was if you're not in a committed relationship, go have your fun, go freaking experiment, do it safely, make sure you're freaking watching your back, make sure you're freaking wrapping it up before you fucking tap it. But at the same time, if you're in a relationship and you just freaking want to end it just for the fact, or if you're just trying to get your sneaky links while you're in a relationship, that's where the problem lies. Everyone wants to have this freaking, or I should say, the feminist or the feminist ideology of, if a guy can do it, so can I. Yeah, no shit. But guess what? Guess what people gonna call you? Oh, what does the freaking call a guy? A slut maker. No, but seriously,
that's actually the first time I've heard that. I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, I thought you were gonna say like a player of him, like it's a double standard.
No.
But no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
But at the same time, we're not talking about the double standard. We're talking about how, if you're gonna freaking do what guys do, be ready for the repercussions of freaking what guys deal with in a damn relationship. Not a lot of guys want to deal with a freaking college football freaking championship roster as your body count, nor does he want to freaking deal with, how should I say, throwing a damn, what's a good freaking analogy?
throwing a rock down a tunnel.
Yeah, throwing a rock down a tunnel and you're barely hitting any freaking sugar walls. You're just freaking clink, 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 trying to feel something. So, with that being said, we had to understand that the toxicity stems all around that. Stems from that ideology. If a guy can do it, so can I. I don't need a freaking man for this or that. It just keeps building up. And the fact that you're trying to, especially nowadays, now women are coming at men, because we're going to talk about both sides. Not just about women being hoes, but about women having having a certain standard and trying to degrade men and calling them freaking passport bros when they getting mad that guys are going out of country, especially from the States, out of country to freaking find a wife just because he doesn't want to deal with one, you're a cheating ass, two, you're a freaking football fantasy draft freaking roster body count, or your sugar bowls are freaking looser than fucking Arby's roast beef.
Hey yo.
You don't all want the meat. You
I
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
don't want the meat. No, but it also.
Oh man. Yes. Okay, so actually, clarity. Before we even freaking continue on, for most of you that don't know or haven't fucking been here, obviously we go off the rail sometimes. We talk a lot of shit. We back up our lot of shit, and we talk however the fuck we want to talk because guess what? This is our podcast, not yours. We are encouraging you to freaking communicate, engage, so we have more to talk about instead of just us rambling off, not just facts, not just about fucking things in our everyday life. We want to freaking have everything in a whole be understandable. And in order for that to be understandable, you guys got to understand where the hell we're coming from. So we got one freaking. I got a message saying, "What is the topic at hand?" Topic at hand, motherfucker. If you didn't read or you didn't hear, is feminine toxicity. And if you're not listening, we're going to be talking about both the host side and the freaking bullshit side. And the reason why I call it the bullshit side because you have women that, yeah, they might not be hoes right now or anymore, but they have a double standard. Like, oh, I need a man who makes this type of money. I need him to freaking make double figures. I need him to freaking treat me like a damn princess. This, that, and the other thing. Besides having the common courtesy or the how should I say? How the hell women call it? I'm losing my freaking, not my train of thought, but the freaking
Expectation?
not just expectation, but yeah, I guess you can go with expectation of men like holding the doors, making sure freaking you have her walking on the right side, you freaking protecting her, this, that, and the other thing. It's like women want to have a laundry list of what a man should do and what he can't do.
See, now here's the thing. Here's my 2 cents on that. If you have this laundry list of things, first off, let me backtrack a little.
That's crazy.
when it comes to the finances, saying, "Hey, I need my man to make 6 figures. I need him to drive a Mercedes or Benz, same shit. A Mercedes, a BMW, or something more luxurious. His credit needs to be a 700 or more. He needs to have XYZ lined up in investments." What do you bring to the table? Let's just do that. You want all these expectations for him within like the first date or so. But yeah, if we're asking you, and some guys do it, some guys don't. But if they ask you, what's your credit score? Oh, it's a 400.
What?
Oh, what's your income? Oh, I only make about 50 to 60,000.
What?
Oh, okay. Do you have any aspirations? Do you have any long-term goals? Do you have any investments? No, I don't have anything.
What?
But yeah, y'all have the balls to come to us men and be like, "Oh, we want top of the, you want an A-list top tier man." And I'm not saying all men, and I'm not saying, and I'm not putting men that make a high salary into that category, because men can be top tier without the financial aspect of things. But you want all these things. You want, from a financial standpoint, you want all these things from a man. You want him to have all these boxes checked. But yeah, you yourself don't have those boxes checked.
Yeah!
Y'all need to take a step back and y'all need to reevaluate your lives. Because if you're looking for a high value man that meets those financial criterias, they're gonna look at you sideways and gonna be like, "That's cool, get out."
What did he say?
This ain't Richard Gere and freaking I'm trying to think of a different reference, man, but I can't. This ain't Richard Gere and Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman. Like no man is gonna bring a hoe off the street, and no man is gonna bring a hoe off the streets, or any type of female that doesn't have their shit together and give them the world. It's not, because you know what? A high value man, a good man, knows his own worth.
Yeah!
And once he realizes that you can't contribute to him, and once he realizes that you are just wasting his time and his space, he's gonna look at you like, "Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you. There's the door."
Oh God, I'm out. Yeah.
But with that being said, same thing goes for a man. Now you guys want a woman with a curvaceous body, a woman that wants you to be submissive, a woman that wants to cook, a woman that can cook. I don't really care if a woman cleans, because I could clean after myself. But if she cooks better than me, bro. You want them to support you and all this other stuff. All right, then you have to provide that same thing to them. And from my perspective, it's if you find the right one, it doesn't matter how much you make at that time. As long as you're willing to make the sacrifice, as long as you're willing to put in the work, and as long as you show them like, "Hey, I'm the real deal. I may not have it all together right now, but I'm striving to get there." The real ones will stay. I can't. The real ones will stay, man. The real ones will stay, and the real ones will help you. The real ones will they'll feed your growth. They won't hinder your growth. They won't discourage you from taking risk. They won't criticize you from wanting to be ambitious. Sorry. And every time you fail, they'll be like, "Hey, at least you tried." Now let's move on to the next thing. The more you know. Oh man, but yeah, that's it's a conversation that a lot of people don't like having right now, especially some of the younger generation, because of the fact that you have some people that are go-getters and they're self-made, and some people are content creators, and it's a little bit different nowadays. Like, you can actually, there's multiple ways for you to make money nowadays, so there's not really that dependence of, "Hey, I need a man to do XYZ, and I need a woman that can do XYZ," and because now you don't really need that. If you could find your niche and you could find something that you're passionate about and you make money off of it, then you're golden. So you have to put that stuff to the side, and you have to really dig deep and sit down and have those uncomfortable conversations to find out if that person's right for you or not. The reality is, some people don't like having that conversation. They don't want to have that conversation.
What?
That's why you see a lot of the guys here, these passport bros, going back to what Joe said, these passport bros, they're grabbing their luggages, grabbing their passports, and going to places like DR, Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, because
with great power comes great big booty bitches.
Let's pray. Let us pray. But with I can't. with that, oh, okay. With that being said, all right. with that being said, those guys that have gone to these countries, now granted, not all of them are freaking high value, man. Not all of them, but some of them have experienced, you know, some women where it's like, okay, I'm at this level, and I need someone to match me at this level. What happens when you meet someone that's actually at that level? They're gonna look at you. Listen, from my experience, and I've been around some high value people in my life. Those people either elevate you, they look at you as equals, or they ask you what's next. And if you're not constantly elevating, if you're constantly not moving around, if you're constantly not making moves, they're not gonna want to continue something like that because they're not gonna really see value. And that's the biggest thing for at least for me as a man. It's like, what does a woman bring to the table? What value does she bring to me? You know, if shit hits the fan, is she gonna be able to take that L for a few months until things start going well again? If she wants me to, if I'm not at that level where she's at yet, is she gonna look at me differently, or is she going to? I wouldn't say help, because you know I don't really believe that from that aspect. You should ask of that in the relationship, but like the support aspect, is she gonna be there to support me? But like, hey, does she see the effort that I'm making to get there? You know, and a lot of these guys, these passport bros, they run into these women where it's like, oh, you're driving a Honda Civic, man. Nah, we're good. Like, nah, you're wasting my time. I'm gonna go over here. And you keep running into these types of women over and over and over. Now, granted, after a while, I hope after the third one they get the hint, like they got bad taste in women. But you know, some guys don't get it. You know, sad reality, some guys don't get it. But
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
ain't that the truth? But they see that, you know, the women here, at least on the Western Hemisphere, they don't want to be as submissive. That goes back to that feminist mentality of, hey, anything you can do, I can do better. Where in reality, if you're trying to build with someone and you show interest in someone, you find a way for you guys to mesh, and you find a way for you guys to help each other and help each other grow. Sad reality is that's not the case, which is why we have those passport bros, which is why we have these guys leaving the country, finding these women that are willing to be submissive, that are willing to let them take the reins and be like, hey, you know, you lead the way. They're not gonna argue with them. They're not gonna question their motives. They'll be like, okay, if something doesn't work, they'll be like, hey, it doesn't work, okay, fine. But like I said, you tried, okay, that didn't work, not making us money, whatever. I'll still hold it down at home. You go make money. You know, I'll still hold it down at home. I'll make sure everything's good on this end. You know. And I'm not saying that, I don't mean that to sound misogynistic or freaking back, like we're back in like the 1950s, but men look for that. Men, like we need to lead. We need to lead. And if our partners are constantly questioning what we're doing, questioning our next move, questioning why we're doing something, or questioning why we're even trying it, after a while we're gonna be like, what? Like, if you're gonna question everything, then you do it yourself. For me, I think a partner is someone that you talk to. For me, my partner, I go to her for her opinion, and I ask her, hey, I want to make this next. When I took this course, I went to her. I spoke with Joe. Joe gave me the idea, and then I went to her and I asked her. I was like, hey, look, this course is gonna take it's gonna take a few months, you know, but this little sacrifice, it'll help me get to the next stage. It'll help me get to that next salary range that I want to get into, and it'll help us take that next step. We sat down, we spoke, we talked about it, and you know, she was behind it. She was like, okay, whatever you need, I'll be supportive about it, you know. So whatever, I did my best to hold up my end of the deal. She held up her end of the deal, and we were good. That alone speaks volumes of the person that she is And that meant so much to me, knowing that my partner was like, "Hey, you want to do this? Go ahead. I got your back." Because when she asked me to do the same for her, I'm gonna want to hold it down for her.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm out.
No, like Atacon was saying that we're not trying to be the Andrew Tate of the world or of this community, but you have to understand where Andrew Tate is coming from on an aspect of women nowadays. Women want guys that have everything pretty much, have a six-figure freaking income, drives a Beamer, even though you can buy a damn Beamer for under 10K because it's either lease or freaking used. But some chicks don't freaking care as long as you have that name brand vehicle. Shit, I was always driving a damn Toyota just because it was one, it was reliable. Two, I drive like it's fucking cool. And three, I don't need to be freaking breaking my pockets to either not just upgrade something in the vehicle, but to repair a vehicle. Some of these name brand vehicles freaking cost money. It's like, I'm not wasting money on that. I got better shit to waste money on.
And it's true. And sorry to cut you off real quick, man, but a lot of people don't realize. And granted, listen, we all work our asses off. We all work hard, so we deserve the finer things. Everybody, listen. That's one thing I want everybody to take note of. If there's one thing that you leave with this podcast, is that you deserve the finer things as long as you work your ass off for it.
Just make sure you're fucking thinking about it.
Exactly.
That was the whole point of why I'm wearing this fucking hat today. Putting on this thinking cap. Because it needs to we're trying to make sure that people understand the relationships that are out there. You're not the only one that sees it or has been dealing with it. But two, you have other options. Yeah, people are going to call you different names here and there, but you're bettering yourself. If you're bettering yourself, whether financially, mentally, physically, or just overall, you're doing better on your own and you don't have the drama, the toxicity in your life, or any craziness. But back to what I was talking about, what Andrew Tate was saying all the time about women is that women out here are just trying to be the next big thing as an influencer or supposed influencer, to trying to find a new thread, a new trend that's going on and trying to make an easy buck out of it, i.e., everyone wants to be a fucking NPC. And that's another topic that we'll talk about.
Or the Walmart or Home Depot employee that's going on for a little while.
Yeah, you got craziness like that. And then you got women that are just toxic in general, just because they have this criteria of what men should be offering vice what they should be offering. Meaning they're trying to live that high life of freaking the Hollywood freaking high life, being on freaking, what was it, Atlanta Housewives or fucking Stepford Wives. That's here and gone, or here and there. You're not gonna be the next thing, especially if a guy that is not on that page with you, who's not willing to sacrifice his own ego, his own freaking creativity, his own freaking being just for that. You do have guys that will do that just because they want to keep a woman, but at the same time, you're just feeding into more of the toxicity, more of the problem within society. And that society is not just in the States, but it's freaking everywhere. It's in other countries. It's in Europe, freaking Asia, damn Middle East, some parts of Africa, because you have a lot of people that, even though we're bringing up the passport bros, you do have those women that are out there that are looking for that passport bro to get her out of wherever she's at. Whether it's money for the family, money for freaking to get her out, money for a damn card. And I mean, not just like a green card or immigration card. I'm also talking about credit cards because, you know, once a woman gets a credit card that's never had one, pew, that max limit is going to be shot, done, and you're going to be paying out of pocket as if you were buying a damn brand new Mercedes, brand new freaking Maserati or some shit. Men are not looking for those crazy women to settle down with. That's not a woman that you want to settle down with, whether you want to believe it or not. Oh no, I know men that will do that. No, you're just a freaking fuck toy. I'm sorry to say, you're just a fucking fuck toy.
Listen,
You're a plaything, and you're just here and gone the next fucking day, or here and gone during the weekend. That's it.
and if you find a dude like that, then he himself has no idea what the fuck he's doing with his life.
And most of those guys are in the military anyways, or they just have money and don't know what to do with their own money because they've never been outside of their own home or their own country half the time.
Let me out, niggas. Let me out.
But that's the big thing that we're trying to talk about is, yeah, we're stemming this off of the masculine toxicity on how men want women to be submissive and this, that, and the other thing, and she shouldn't be doing anything but taking care of the house and the kids and freaking making sandwiches in the kitchen and shit.
Damn, I want a sandwich now.
We are not back in the freaking the 60s or before that, and you would think we've upgraded to a better ideology on nowadays, but now it's a reverse where women are now having that freaking mentality of, oh, a man needs this, a man needs that. And that's a lot of the issues that, one, not a lot of people, even women, can live up to that. And then two, you got, and I haven't even touched base on this, you have women saying, oh, if my man can't do this, or if a man can't do this or can't please me in the bedroom, I might as well switch to the other side. And you got women that are trying to be freaking dudes like, you know me, son, I might not be a dude, but my shit stays hard. Like, come on now.
Cut the nonsense.
What shit? Like, come on, son. What shit?
You ain't got shit to beat.
Like, your jaw locks up just as much as fucking every other dude when he's trying to freaking muff dive down in the freaking thing. And not only that, you got a damn freaking plastic thing that obviously it stays up because guess what? You're not feeding it any blood because you ain't got shit. That's another part of the toxicity into this world that's going on, and we're just trying to, one, enlighten everyone who one already knows or doesn't know what they're into or doesn't know what they're looking for, and then two, we want our community, we want you guys to level up not just yourself, your relationship, but the people around you. You do not need the toxic people around you where you're trying to catch up to them, you're trying to one up them. You don't need to freaking one up your friends, your family, just because they have this. Oh, so and so bought a house. Oh, so and so has freaking 3 kids. Or so and so fucking owns or built a freaking company and just sold it for $3.2 million. Blah 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 blah. Like, I just saw a damn.
You should be celebrating that, not trying to
compete for that shit.
Yeah, not trying to compete. That's something that a lot of people need to understand, is that you need to start celebrating those around you that are winning.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? Now that becomes an asset for you. Now, hey, if you have the idea to be like, hey, I want to start a business. They got a successful business. Let me pick their brain. Instead of me hating and being like, you ain't shit, blah, blah, you wouldn't. No. You congratulate, you swallow first off, you swallow your damn pride, all right? And understand this, that everyone is on a different timeline. Everyone's on a different timeline in this life.
That's another conspiracy we'll talk about.
Yeah. But listen, but right now is not your time It's their time. So what you do is when they win, you say, "Yo, congratulations!" You know, you give them a little bottle of something, you know, or you take them out to dinner, whatever, you know. And when it's the right time, you go to them, or not, or you don't even have to ask, or you don't even have to let them know. What you do is you just keep working, keep working, keep working, and then eventually they're gonna ask you like, "Yo, what are you doing all the time?" And then you tell them, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know." And then by them seeing how hard you're working, they're gonna want to help you because they understand that they know the struggle that you're going in because they were just in the struggle. Gotta stop fighting each other, man. Gotta stop fighting each other. Stop hating on each other, and start celebrating each other. That's the only thing that I gotta say about some men is that we celebrate each other. We look out for each other. Some of us do. When it comes to the other side, I don't know. They be getting catty. I could be wrong. Some women be getting catty, but and they be, and they compare, but that's a whole other
It's always
conversation.
a comparison off of the simplest things, like, oh, this person got married within this certain time frame. Like, okay, that's not me. That's not you. If they get a divorce within freaking 3 months of that, guess what? I told you so. But at the same time, this is not an argument or a debate going back and forth of, oh, I told you this, oh, I told you that. No, it's the constant communication, making sure, like I said, we're leveling each other up. The community needs to build each other up. A child is raised by the community all the time. You're not in a child's life more than freaking 6 to 8 hours in the day. The community, the school is around the kids, and we need to set the example. Men and women need to set the example, and this freaking one pettiness and this toxicity bullshit is going to spiral this damn world downhill, or at least this country downhill, just because we're trying to one up each other and stab each other in the back. And that's not how this country built itself. That's not how every country is building itself and trying to become better. The craziness that goes on, yo. The craziness that goes on.
But you know what? It's like you said. It's like we wanna live this fantasy world, right? But some of us are not willing to put in the work. They just want to enjoy. They just want to reap the benefits of someone else's hard work instead of them actually being there and actually helping that person get to the next level. Like a lot of people don't understand this, and I mean, I'm trying to think of a real example, but
Example of what?
example of when someone actually stayed in a person's life, helped them get to that next level because they saw the potential. There's a bunch of people that come to mind, but I'm trying to think of a specific story and I can't. Um, and they rewarded them by helping them out, by getting them to that next level, by either helping them elevate after they made it, or giving them a little something like here you go, or giving them a job afterwards. Be like, yo, you know what? You helped me out. Why don't you be my manager, or why don't you, run my operation or something?
Mhm.
Um.
Oh yeah, Messi.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, Lionel Messi. Yeah, he helped his people
Wonder
out.
Woman, Wonder Woman. Welcome to the chat, Wonder Woman. How you doing? How
Long
you
time no
doing,
see.
Mama? How you doing?
Long time no see.
And talking about freaking Wonder Woman. Actually, the story I would have is my missus. Um, Obviously, a lot of people know or have known or have heard of me working multiple jobs. Like if I was some immigrant that doesn't have anything behind them. But that's what happens. When you got shit to pay, you need to make sure you make an extra amount of money to one, pay for the shit off, and two, enjoy your fucking life. But the missus, God, and I shouldn't say God rest her soul because I love her
Dead.
so pretty much.
She's not
Yeah,
dead.
she's not dead. She's fucking working all the time. I might be dead half the time, but it's fine. But she helped me out to where I've actually got let go of one job. I had another freaking job, but that wasn't really paying much. It was a part-time job. I got let go of one main paying job while I was trying to go to college. So mind you, I'm working two jobs and going to freaking college. And then, like I said, I lost that one main paying job, was feeling down, and then two, the school I was going to was dick. They wanted to rush people through the courses, barely teaching you anything, and then they want to get everyone on online courses. Online courses would have been easy if it was set up back in the day like it was during the pandemic. But since it wasn't, you're trying to get a hold of the freaking the professor or even the freaking teacher assistant, and no one wants to freaking write back to you in a timely manner, and you lose points, you miss freaking assignments, and you're pretty much failing the damn course. So
I know that feeling.
strike one was I already lost my big main paying job. Strike two, I was kind of failing out of fucking college. And all this I was pretty much holding behind her back while trying to still work this part-time job to continue making money. Lucky enough, even though she started catching on because I was a little bit home more often than none. And really questioning me, like really giving me the interrogator 21 question kind of freaking interrogation.
Ooh,
And
I've been there. Too much
yeah,
pressure.
right.
Too much pressure.
Oh my god!
I need a drink after that. I need a drink after a session like that.
Told her the deal, told her what was going on. Jumped on other jobs, jumped on a whole bunch of other, I shouldn't say a whole bunch of other, jumped on other programs that actually got me into one, a better paying job for the time being while getting me into a better college. And obviously, thank God for this fucking gorgeous, beautiful being. She stood behind me. One, it's not even just standing behind me, supporting me, but gave me a good kick in the ass because, like, guess what? You're not fucking living here if you're not gonna fucking step up your game, motherfucker. Like, I'm not gonna be doing this, that, and the other thing while you're freaking sitting here with your thumb up your ass. I was like, fuck.
Get your ass off this damn couch.
What?
Yep.
Because fuck them, that's why.
But because of that, because she was so she's so headstrong. I was gonna say stubborn, but it's not stubbornness, it's being headstrong and having my back and pushing me to do the right thing, pushing me to get the degree that I was already pursuing, but it was taking a little too long to fucking get it. And lucky enough, I did graduate. I got my bachelor's. And because of her, I have to thank her all the time. Well, I choose to thank her all the time just because she was my fucking backbone. A lot of the times you hear in the military, the infantry is the backbone of the military, which is true. Because if you didn't have infantry, you wouldn't have the support positions like the admin, logistics, aircraft, freaking tanks, this, that, and the other thing. The infantry was the backbone, and she was giving me a good kick in the ass to be my backbone in order to have a better life, in order to have a better outcome and a better how should I say, better options to level up my fucking life.
She saw your real potential, bro, when you didn't see it.
I know. Dude, I was fucking depressed. It was ridiculous. Like, oh, it it wasn't a crazy bad depression, but it was just agonizing. Like, yo, I can't do this right, can't do that right. But luckily enough,
know that
I
feeling.
wasn't with someone that was toxic, because if it was someone that was toxic, hold on, let me choose my words wisely.
She's watching.
I
I know
don't
she's
know-
behind
I
you.
don't know.
She's probably behind you.
And that's the message that would be behind me now. The toxic one would, because this has happened. The toxic one would just let me die, let me freaking rattle off fucking will tour away, like, oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't want to freaking better your life or whatever for us, like, then I don't need to fucking worry about you. And that's the toxic kind of mentality of certain women, which, like I said, we've all dealt with it, or we all have heard the stories. And unfortunately, I am one of those that has dealt with it
Me too.
in a way that shouldn't have been dealt with, and it was kind of a waste of time. But at the same time, it was eye-opening to understand what I need and what I want in a freaking relationship. Like we were talking about how some men, even some women, need to know their self-worth as well as what they need, not just in a relationship, but just in their life overall, just to make them better and just to fucking go to the next level the fuck up and hit that damn power coin and freaking bash everyone's fucking heads in just because they're in your fucking way and you're trying to get to that gold.
That was a gem right there, man.
You know,
That
you know what I'm saying? You know
Drop-
what I'm saying?
dropping knowledge over here, damn it. So, all right. So let me ask you this. So since you've been through the ringer, you know, well, you and I have been through the ringer. But I think you got it worse. You definitely got it worse than I did.
Wait, hold on. One woman, what is the point of being in a relationship if you're not there to help your partner out and vice versa? To level up and succeed together. And what is the point, right?
There's no
That's
point.
and that's the reason why we're talking about it. It's like, what's the point in not being there for for your significant other? I shouldn't say for your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, anything. Is your significant other, just because we have a wide range of relationships and sexualities. And if you're not there backing them up and you're just there as like a roommate, saying high five or whatever, and barely putting in your 2 cents or giving them like that support that the person needs, why the fuck is there? Why the fuck are you there? Why are you wasting their time? You're wasting not just their time, you're wasting your time just being there.
So all right. So coming off of that, let me ask you this. So not this relationship, because we all like this relationship, you know. We all like we all like your missus. All right, she ain't going nowhere. All right, if she leaves you, she leaves me, and that's a problem. All right. Yep. In that but that's not gonna happen though. That's not gonna happen, because if she does, I'm gonna hit her with beaver tranquilizer and she's gonna wake up right next to you. Now, yep. Being in that last toxic relationship that you were in, the one that we shall not speak of, do you felt as though you were giving more than you received?
Yeah.
You felt as though like you gave all your efforts, and all she was doing was taking from you and not reciprocating that back.
Yeah, pretty much. Because it was, and I have to choose my words wisely just to not get into so much detail. I was giving it, there wasn't a 50-50 relationship. I was giving more, whether it was financially, mentally, emotionally, the whole 9 yards. I was giving more of a percentage, i.e., about 85% to their fucking 15%.
Holy shit! What? Jesus Christ!
And that's why I brought up the the analogy of being a roommate. If you've been into a roommate situation where you have a house with multiple rooms, you have roommates in the place. That was kind of how the situation was, but they weren't sleeping in their own room. They were staying with me, even though nothing was going on. There was no freaking how should I say, no emotional support, no pretty much no care in the world, and they're just doing their own thing while I have to freaking do my own thing and try to, how should I say, try to
Manager.
put in effort. No, try to put in an effort to get her to do something. Or yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it at that before I get into any big details.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, and like we said before, it's a whole give and take thing. But it also starts when you meet someone, and I mean, we're a little older, so we kind of picked that up. We kind of picked that up a little bit quicker. Joe is like the master at that. Like he smells bullshit from like 12 miles away. But things like when someone's like trying to manipulate you in a relationship, and you know that I was in a relationship like that. You know, every time, and same thing with you. I'm not gonna get too much because I'm not gonna give anything away. Every time this person would go off and like have an impulse buy or just wanna just splurge on herself, she'd come running back to me and say, "Hey, can you reimburse me?" The fuck?
What?
Like the fuck?
And this would all be telling freaking Otacon all the time.
That's right, run, motherfucker!
or these are the things that like we try to, and listen, don't get me wrong. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And you reimburse me. Good luck on that one, the woman. You gonna be in the danger zone.
But it's
Or better yet, hold on. This is the better one. This is the better one for you, Wonder Woman. This is the better one.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Be careful, Wonder Woman. Be careful. It might bite you in the ass.
Just a little bit, but hey, it won't hurt to try. But
Oh man.
These we clown about this shit, but in reality, it's kind of wild.
Actually, you know what? Hold before you finish your story. That is fucking wild. The fact that a lot of toxic women do that. Like, hey, daddy, can I get a reimbursement? Like, I spent too much on my card. I need a reimbursement. Like, what? And this stems into women wanting guys to make double figures of them or making over six figures, just so their man can support them. Or I shouldn't even say just a man. It could be freaking their woman, because they swing that way,
Right?
And their woman is looking at them like, I just gave you money, like now you need more. Like,
see, but then again, that falls on that person, because one, why are you giving them money to go shopping when in reality the only time y'all should be, I mean, listen, unless that's your wife and certain circumstances, come into play, each relationship is different. But if y'all are just dating and you're setting that standard of, hey, here's 500, go shop, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Now you
Whoops!
put, now you, stupid. now you make that expectation. So now if you give her the 500, she gonna be like, oh, I just got 5. Let me see if I get another 5.
What?
Let me see if I get another 5.
What?
Bro, let me tell you, this in this one particular relationship, she went away down to Florida. First of all, it should have been a red flag, but it is what it is. Let it be, because I need, you know what? At that time, I needed to be alone, and I neted her away from me.
What did he say?
Not that kind of alone time. But throughout the entire time that she's down there, she's like, "Hey, me and the girls are gonna go out. Can you send me a little something?" This is the first night, and I'm just like, "You went down there without money?" She's like, "Yeah, you know, just."
Okay. All right.
But
I'll stop.
it was building up the story. But while she was down there the first night, she's like, "Hey, I don't have money. We want to go out. Can you send me a little something?" Like, I don't have anything. Me being the person that I am, very helpful. Sent her a little something. I'm like, yo, I literally said, yo, don't spend it all at once. I literally said that, yo, don't spend it all in one shot. Tell me how the next night, she's like, hey, kind of need more. I'm like, more of what? She's like, oh, you know, we kind of went out, and you know, I was like, yo, I sent you a pretty decent amount for you to just take care of yourself. What did you do?
Gotcha, bitch.
She's like, oh, you know, we just went out to eat and had a couple drinks. I was like, the amount of money that I gave you should have covered that. And you should have had money left over. So what's up? Again, she asked. I was like, nah, you be alright.
Yeah,
Then-
God, I'm out. Yeah.
Then this is how I know there is a God. Because on the way back, not only was her flight delayed, it got canceled. She had to take a plane from Florida to North Carolina and then take a bus from the Carolinas up here. And the entire time she's like, oh, can you send me this? Can you send me this? I'm like, I'm not sending you nothing. Nobody told you to go down there without money. I already did my part. And then on top of that, the next week she want to go on a shopping spree and do the same shit. Say, hey, can you reimburse me? Reimburse you for what? Reimburse you for what?
I told you can eat my cookies.
Come on. But that's just me sharing a little bit. But it's this type of toxicity that it's like, don't treat your significant other as a punching bag. Don't treat them as a ATM. Don't treat them as I can't. I know.
It's a reimbursement for me.
Right, like oh yeah, I'm gonna give you some expenses. Like, what the hell?
Throw me a freaking bone here.
Don't manipulate your partner. That's a huge thing that happens a lot nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of manipulation going on within these relationships, and it causes some animosity and resentment in these relationships. One person will start off by saying, I don't know, they'll start off by saying one thing, which is a lie, and then next thing you know, the person brings it up, and they're like, no, I didn't say that, you said that, gaslighting the person. Now fucking with their head, saying, hey, I didn't say that, you did, and then the person's second guessing themselves. And then on top of that, they're making you feel guilty, they're making you feel bad, they're manipulating you to get their way, and you're out here making your best effort to try to do your best within the relationship because you feel, and this is going for both ways. This is going for both ways, men and women. This is not just men. This is not just women. You're doing your best, you know, to try to make the relationship work because you could genuinely care about this person, or you want to try to work things out and build with this person, but they don't want to. They only care about themselves, or at least they're given the perception that they care about themselves. And then they use the dreaded L word to kind of keep you wrangled in. It's a little bit sad. but at this and it's the reason why we have such a huge culture now where it's like
This shit I'm out.
yeah, basically
This shit I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'm just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit I'm out. Fuck this shit I'm out. All right then.
but it's true. It's like after a while, you know what? Like, listen, I'm notorious for that. Joe, you know that. I'm notorious to be like, I'm out. Notorious for that.
Wrap it up, B.
But it's time to wrap it up, B. We gotta go. But,
Oh,
it's
man.
only because I've tried so many times, and after so many times of you not getting it, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Bam, I'm out. You're not gonna hear from me. I turn into a ghost. I turn into a ghost, and that's why some people be like, yo, it's so hard to get a hold of you. No, it's really not. It's just don't want to fuck with you. Just don't want to fuck with you. Like, you know, if I'm contacting you, if I'm texting you and stuff like that, that means I want to know how you're doing, you know, and I want to interact with you. But if you're calling me, texting me, and I'm not picking up, or if I'm sending you a voicemail, I don't want to talk to you. But my personal opinion, everybody wants to complain, everybody wants all this stuff. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being with a man that works a 9-to-5 job or works whatever, a regular blue collar job, and makes 6 figures out of it. There's nothing wrong with it. There are plenty of people that do that, and they live perfectly happy lives. They got a house, they got kids, they got investment properties, they can go on vacations. But a lot of people want to get to the finish line and not put in the work. And for me, I see that a lot with this new generation of females, that, you know, they wanna go with the guy that already has the bag, not help the dude or be there with the guy that's not really chasing the bag, but on his way to get that bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it in turn, because of that mentality, you end up hurting a guy who could be genuinely nice, or, you know, a guy could be hurting a woman that's genuinely a kind-hearted human being. And because y'all ain't got it together, y'all not whatever, you guys, it just like it's I understand that aspect is very frustrating, but you guys after a while did not want to build, or you just don't want to deal with the nonsense no more. You just want the money, or you just want to get to that level already, and you don't want to deal with none of the other nonsense. But truth is that that's how most relationships work. That's why most marriages don't work out, at least in the white culture. A lot of these white girls, and listen, I don't care. Throw in whatever Karen wants to jump in. I don't care. Karen, you get the smoke. But a lot of these, and you know, it's true. A lot of these women of the Caucasian race marry for money, and it was evident during the pandemic when they got stuck home with their husbands. They couldn't stand them. That's why the divorce rate shot up during the pandemic, because they had to stay there with their partner. There was no escape going to work. There was no escape dealing with the kids and all their stuff and all their extracurricular activities. They had to stay home, talk to each other, and they realized that, yo, I can't stand your ass. I married you because you had money.
Emotional damage.
Don't hate me because I'm saying the truth. Don't hate the plan.
That is true. But I'll beg to differ on back then, in like the 60s, 80s, and even before the 60s, you had a lot of the Caucasian persuasion marrying to the rich. Nowadays, from the 90s on, you have all minorities, everyone trying to marry for the rich just to supposed get a future that doesn't revolve or doesn't shipwreck into poverty. And that's the back in the day, especially in the 90s, is where you got like Sex in the City freaking mentality of women wanting to marry for not just money, but doing certain things because men could do it. And that brought up this freaking population now. A lot of women, especially young women, don't understand that yeah, you might have seen a dude that's like from 12 into his teens, like, oh, he made this much money, this much money. It's like, yeah, because he didn't have anywhere else to fucking lose it. He was staying at his mom's house until he moves out of their friggin' parents' house, and they gotta pay mortgage or rent, their own fucking phone bill, their own car notice, their own freaking insurance, medical insurance. That fucking bag is not gonna be. You can't see me. You can't see me. It's not gonna be the same freaking pile that they were making when they were in their fucking teens.
Mm, not even close.
It's a fucking eye opener, and some of y'all motherfuckers need to understand that shit. Like, yeah, you can make the money, you can make the side hustle. Get that fucking side hustle. I am not gonna fucking knock on you for that because guess what? I've been fucking trying to do side hustles left and right ever since I got out of the military. And why? Because, like I said, I need to not just provide for myself, but also be able to enjoy fucking life, enjoy being able to go out with the missus and with the little one and fucking have these, how you say, photogenic or these experiences, these moments in my life, not just working, but just enjoying life in general and making sure that I'm not wasting that money that takes away from my future, that takes away from my child's future. And that's what some of you motherfuckers don't understand. Like, you guys want to fucking throw money here, throw money there. Oh, you only live once, YOLO. Like, yeah.
Wrong. You live every day. You only die once. I'm tired of people saying that shit.
Well, you only live once, really. Yeah, you live every day, but you're living one life every day. You get to go to sleep.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
you die once.
If I wake up the next day, it's another round. It's another round. And it's another round. Life is a boxing match, bro. Sometimes you get knocked down. Sometimes you got to get up. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose.
Nah, man. Life is like box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Damn, I want to watch Forrest Gump now.
But that's the biggest like thing that today's society, or I should say today's generation, doesn't understand. It's like, yeah, you're making that money, you're freaking making it rain, this, that, and the other thing. Great. Where's your fucking savings? Where's your future? Have you started that? And some kids, some of today's generation are doing that, have been doing that, and are being successful at that. And fucking, you know what? Kudos and thank fucking you for doing the right thing, and hopefully passing on that knowledge to your friends, or pushing that freaking mentality to your friends, to so you have friends that live with you, that you're not by yourself enjoying this freaking lavish lifestyle. Once you're living by yourself because all your little posse just fucking got dumped back in the fucking tool shed, or back at Home Depot, or back at McDonald's because they want to fucking flip burgers. Yo, guess what? That's on them because they didn't want to follow your lead. They didn't want to freaking be motivated from what you've done or what you've fucking succeeded from. and with that, that's the whole point of why we have this podcast. That's why we want to fucking push that mentality out there. Right now, we don't have all the answers. That happens. But at the same time, we're giving you guys food for thought on, guess what? There's fucking information that we can pass on to you guys, experience, knowledge that we can pass on to you guys, so you guys don't make similar mistakes or the same exact fucking mistakes because you weren't thinking for yourself. You were thinking either for the bag, for the quick fucking hustle bag, for the fucking for the quick ass, or for the fucking experience of, oh my god, I get to go here all the time. I need to spend this much money to go to Coachella, or freaking to go to freaking Burning Man, or to freaking go to every EDM concert there is because you only live once.
Listen. Unless these concerts are the equivalent of Freaknik, and I wish I was old enough to go to Freaknik. Unless these concerts, these events are that up to that wild, that level of crazy and wildness, those concerts aren't going nowhere. I'd rather make sure that I have everything in play, everything is set up, and I can enjoy that as I go. And I'm not saying like, do this in your old years. I'm saying you can do this now. Anyone can do this now. It's just, do you want it bad enough? And if if you have a partner, do they want it just as bad as you? And are they gonna let you lead the way that you should be leading? The other thing that gets me too is there's this fake perception of, I call them like fake millionaires or fake successes. Because there's OnlyFans and all this stuff. So like, because these women are selling, ass, and some dudes are selling whatever. I don't know what these guys are selling, but they're selling something.
They're selling ass and dick pics and fucking feet pics. They got their own freaking male version of the females OnlyFans.
Okay, but because these guys are doing all that, they're kind of putting themselves in this certain position where it's like, yeah, I make all this money, blah 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 blah. Bro, what happens if I decide to hack OnlyFans and you can never use it again? What happens if that suddenly shuts down? What happens if what happens if payments are no longer accepted? Because that was a thing. I think I forgot which credit card company, but they don't authorize those kind of transactions anymore. What if they just say, nah, we're not gonna, I think it's Visa, MasterCard? I forgot.
No, I think it's Cash App.
One of them, yeah. They're like that. They will not support purchases for that kind of material or content. What are you gonna do? So yeah, some of you guys
need Jesus.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But at the same time, you need to realize that that's fast money. It's quick money. I want to say it's a pyramid scheme, but it's fast and quick money. It's here to just help you pay what you need to pay, and then and that's it. But in reality, it could be pulled away from you at any time. Unless you're a developer, unless you're the owner, bro, you're just another employee. Here's the reality. Everyone that's an OnlyFans model or OnlyFans whatever influencer, you guys are an employee. You go in your profile.
What did he say?
You're not an entrepreneur because you're getting your money through OnlyFans. Just like us. Once we reach a certain amount in YouTube and we get monetized, we're technically employees of YouTube. YouTube controls our content. If they want to shut us down, they shut us down. What? You guys aren't entrepreneurs. Until you rightfully own everything, just like music artists. A lot of them, the new trend is that they're trying to get the masters because they want to own their music. Until you own videos, until you own that content belongs on OnlyFans' platform. So you go onto your dashboard, you're gonna see you have an ID number somewhere. You have an ID. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you're just an employee with a really flexible schedule. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it's the truth.
Extremely flexible, especially when you got that 1099 coming in from OnlyFans because you gotta pay taxes, bitch.
Ain't that the truth? But
and the best part is, I want to see some of these freaking models that are hot nowadays, and see in 30 years if they're still freaking modeling.
See, that's the other thing too. Time.
Life. We're gonna be freaking. We're gonna be. They might as well call OnlyFans fucking Only Arby's.
But he's right. He's right. I mean, listen. At some point, the money train is gonna stop. Reference. I gotta watch that movie. That money train is gonna stop. Now it's up to you. Like, let's say you're one of those lucky ones that makes about 10 to 20,000, and you're living in a nice condo, bro. I think it was you that sent me this. There was some chick that she was making $10,000 a month, and she was saying that wasn't enough.
Oh yeah.
What the
Yep.
fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing that you waste more than 10,000 a month? Listen, the reality is, and I learned this during the pandemic, ownership. If you don't own it, if you don't own the rights to it, if you don't have some type of legal right to it, it can easily be taken away from you. So, like this podcast, we own it. It's one thing YouTube can't take away from us. So if they do shut us down, we could always just go somewhere else. but not digress. But yeah, I digressed a little bit. This mentality of, hey, I'm an OnlyFans model, I'm doing XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Dude, the other day I actually used to follow this YouTuber, and I thought she was hilarious. I thought some of her content was funny. I ended up finding out later that she was an OnlyFans model, and I was like, you're way too talented to be doing this. Not to judge her, I mean, hey, go get the bag, but at the same time, I'm just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
That's crazy.
But that mentality now, she, you know, like, if you run into anyone else that's like that, it's like, okay, now I'm at this level, you know, I did XYZ. If I could do it, you could do it, but you're not at my level, so what we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Too many fake wannabe millionaires, I feel as though it's like another, I wouldn't say it's like another bubble, but I feel it kind of gives me that sense, and it's gonna pop.
Yep, just like you said before, freaking, and it's not just OnlyFans. It's also it's a lot of companies that.
Yeah, I'm just using OnlyFans because it's popular, but there's a bunch of
Yeah, but you have multiple freaking online streams, and if you guys haven't realized, like, OnlyFans is an online streaming platform, and even if you're not live streaming, like Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Kick, you're posting. Eventually, you're most likely either have to buy more freaking space in order to put more shit on there, or, and the problem, here's a two-piecer. You're posting all this stuff on the streaming platform. Obviously, Otacon already said, what if it gets hacked? That's extremely likely. What if it gets hacked? All your information, just like everything that's on the metaverse, is not, it's yours per se, but everyone else has access to it. 2, what if you're an avid freaking live streamer on some of these platforms and you get DDoS, just like a lot of freaking gaming companies do? Let's take, for instance, Call of Duty and Apex video game. Once those things get DDoS, guess what? Everyone's fucking shut down. You can't do shit. You're losing fucking revenue. If you don't own your shit, if you don't have your own platform, your own streaming platform, as whether you're a developer or you're a content creator, and it's not yours, where you're streaming your own shit, guess what? You're just an employee, but you also have to understand the liability that lies in front of you or in the future. And you guys have to understand that shit. Which goes into our big goal topic today, feminine toxicity, where guess what? If I am on OnlyFans and I'm making all this fucking money, this money is mine. And then you gotta make fucking double because guess what? I'm not letting you spend my money. I need to spend your money. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You're not gonna be submissive. You're gonna act brand new. You're gonna act brand new like you came out the plastic. Nah, fuck out of here. And on top of that, you're gonna act stink. And on top of that, you out there just showing coochie? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Listen, any self-respecting, high-value man will look at you and be like, "There's the dough." Like that. Listen, like that. What? I forgot what's his name. There was a dude that he let. He was in the adult industry, but he let his wife sleep with another man because she was in the adult industry too. I told you I want all the smoke. We want the smoke. All right, our intention is to get canceled on purpose.
Yeah. But Wonder Woman, a lot of this shit does need to be said to the community for them to understand a lot of this shit, because it's going in one ear out the other, and that freaking, how should I say, that hustler mentality that they think they're fucking running. The hustler mentality only runs so often, and if you ain't on your A game, that shit's gonna fucking crash and burn like a motherfucker.
We already did that episode.
Yeah, Heffa, like you missed out on that last episode, Susia. Yo, you better freaking go back in our YouTube channel and go look for it.
You better like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff.
Yeah, now you need to like, subscribe, and freaking what was it? And share that shit to your Susia fucking friends.
Mm-hmm.
We did that. You want part two? Oh, so you gonna join? So you gonna join? Oh, yeah, you gonna join? We need a female's perspective on that shit.
Listen, it looks bad that it's us.
Perspective on that one.
Listen, we're just spitting. I wouldn't say we're attacking. We're not trying to attack nobody, but what we're saying was we're trying to open up these eyes to these young, fast ass girls that think they got the bag now. But in 10 years, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this. It's bazooka. Listen, bazooka's everything. Listen, I got the atomic bomb just waiting. But the reality is all right. Let's look at this from this perspective, right? Let's say you're an OnlyFans model, right, in your 20s. 10 years from now, let's say you're one of the smart ones. So you want the smart ones, right? And you see, you kind of notice, like, hey, you kind of just realized or not that, or maybe you listen to this podcast and I gave you an epiphany. I don't know. Or maybe you realized it prior, like, oh wait, no, I actually am an employee. Like this might shut down anytime. Maybe I should just start doing things so that way I can have things. I could have money coming in passively. You know, you start doing business, you start investing in real estate, you open up your own business, whatever. Let's say you're about to have $1 billion deal 10 years from now. 10 years from now, right? Say you're 22, you're about to be 32 or whatever. You're about to make like $1 billion deal. And you're with a company that's very, what's the word? Reserve? Not reserve. What's the not traditional.
Conservative.
Yeah, conservative. Thank you. Okay, conservative. And they hit you, and they literally all the paperwork's done, everything. You walk into that boardroom, and they literally pull that contract away from you, and they say, "We need you to explain this. It doesn't follow our company values. You know, you did this back in the days. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, we can't do business with people like you." And the sad reality is that that's how some businesses are. Especially the conservative ones, they're like that, where it's like, hey, you did some ratchet ass shit back in the days. They're not gonna want to associate with you.
There's a few chicks that's freaking on. They already got, not, I shouldn't say flagged, but they already have like little blog, and I shouldn't say blogs, but little news, little articles on them getting fired from their nursing jobs, lawyer jobs, even teaching positions.
Right.
A lot of susias, a lot of fucking heifers were doing OnlyFans with freaking, I shouldn't say with students, but some have done it with students.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it leaked out. And the fact that they're on OnlyFans, unfortunately, they got let go because of that company is a conservative company, and they can't align themselves with someone that does certain extracurricular activities that does not coincide with the mission or rules statement of the company.
It's true. It's sad, but it's the truth.
It's the same fucking ideology and the same mentality of companies like let's take for instance like JP Morgan, stockbrokers, companies like that. You think a lot of motherfuckers that are stockbrokers, bond brokers, or even techs, like IT guys, go work for those companies that are fucking crazily tatted, like all the way up to the neck, or freaking have the damn face tattoos? No, No. They might have those tattoos like I do, but at the same time, I used to work for a company like that, and I had to cover my arm. I had to wear long sleeves because they needed to be professional, a business professional environment, and they can't have someone like you, like me, like Otacon, like Wonder Woman, however the hell she looks like, all tatted up, looking like a fucking freak show, going into a Pornhub audition and think they're gonna get a damn stockbroker's fucking company.
Right. No, it's true. I mean, so I spoke to someone. So I have a friend that works in
Pornhub?
No, he works for a financial institution. I'm not gonna say which one.
Okay.
It's one of the big name banks. He basically broke it down to me and told me, when I first started, I had a conversation with my manager, I had a conversation with a few higher ups and stuff like that, and they said that they liked who I was, they liked my work, they saw my potential. Throughout the conversation, they basically said, hey, you basically have all the credentials. We just need you at some point, down the road. He's like, right now, you're going up slowly, but if you're gonna hit that director to C-level role, we would like for you to have the image behind that, meaning they wanted him to get married, have kids, all that stuff. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's no problem. Mind you, he has a girlfriend at the time, and that was his intention anyways. But the fact that they kind of told him like, hey, this is the perception that we're looking for. This is what we need when you're promoted with these companies. That's just saying it all right there. Like,
That's crazy.
just saying. But for me, I thought it was interesting. Because flat out they just told him like, hey, you ain't getting this job unless you get married. Like, oh, okay, sorry. But again, it goes back.
That's kind of understandable because I think there's a lot of companies like that, even in the military. It's kind of like that for the simple fact that it's not the promotion wise, but if you're trying to do a certain job, let's say for instance, I was in the Marine Corps and I wanted to go for the Marine Corps security group or MSG. Those are the guys that are always at the embassies, at the White House, all those guys that are doing the freaking guard duty. If I was, they told me because I was a sergeant, that they wouldn't, like, sergeants and below are not allowed to either one take, if they're married, they can't take their significant other or their significant other with them to those duty stations. And if I could, I had to be a pay grade and higher to take my significant other with me.
That's wild.
So it's like, that's why I said it's understandable. Like he got told that because there are companies that are like that ideology or that I shouldn't say stigma, but that picture in like everyone's brains or anything.
That's I just learned
That's
something
crazy.
new. I just learned something new. But then again, all this goes back to our topic of the day. It's female toxicity. Because if you're that type of person where it's like either one, they met you after they got these promotions and all that stuff, now you have to perceive yourself a certain way. If you have a past, you kind of screwed yourself and your man out the bag. If you're not, and you're one of the real ones, then good for you. And now you just ride out into the sunset. I mean, unless you're one of those that just a go-getter and just wants to work just like your man wants to work. If you are, call me. Oh wait, chill. No, wait, chill. Don't call me. I want to live. Don't call me. Oh shit. Fuck.
gonna shoot yourself in the foot on that one. You're gonna have mad freaking toxic women freaking DMing you now once they hear this shit.
Thought I got rid of that. Psych.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh god, no. Oh man, but yeah, man. I mean, it's sad reality is that it's all about perception in order to get that next level. Not saying that you can't do it without that, but at some point it's gonna catch up to you.
And we're not talking about having to be married or this, that, and the other thing for the promotion. We're mainly talking about your ideology on what a person needs in order to be in a relationship with you, or what you don't want to bring to the table by what you need them bringing to the table.
Right. If you're one of those that likes to hit the club and doesn't like and just enjoys going out constantly, don't waste the other person's time. Don't waste the other person's time because but it's true though. It's true.
Don't be a freaking sucio like freaking Austin Powers, yo. You gonna catch that freaking gonosyphilitis.
Oh,
but
man.
You guys gotta understand both ends. You can't think, or you can't have the mentality and think every man has to fit your fucking billet. Has to fit. Oh, he needs to pay for this for me, and I don't need to do much. Nah, son. Fuck out of here with that, son. You gotta step up your game, woman.
In this day and age,
same goes for the men. Y'all niggas need to step up the game, motherfuckers.
Hey, and listen, man. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't take much. If you got the right one, it doesn't take much. It's the effort that matters. If you're out there in these streets hustling, bringing back something, you have the right one, she's gonna appreciate you for it. If you got the wrong one, she's gonna be out here crying, oh, that's not enough. Or if you're one of those that
you're gonna be crying to the next dude. Right. Remember, you're gonna be crying to the next dude or the next female that's freaking trying to get in them jeans.
And you know what? And if you do find that man that's willing to that's willing to feed that ego of yours, I bet you 98% that man is cheating on you. Bet you. Because no man is crazy enough to freaking to give away his money like that and be treated that way and not
or he doesn't have you shit in his fucking future and he knows damn well he about to freaking croak, die one of these days and living his life to the fucking fullest and knows damn well his will does not have your name in it.
Yep, so he's just gonna clap them cheeks until he passes out, and that's it.
Till he's ready to be like,
hasta la vista, baby.
Oh man, but yeah.
And before we even go, I know we've been harping on women that, how should I say, that don't want to do much and have the man do a lot. But this also goes for the toxic ass women that are hating on men for going elsewhere because they don't want to deal with your broke ass or don't want to deal with your fucking petty ass because you have this freaking mentality of men ain't shit, men ain't gonna be shit, and I can do whatever the fuck I want because I don't need a man in my life, this, that, and the other thing. Fuck those motherfuckers because he want to be a passport bro. Fuck him. Fuck him. Well, you gotta be careful with that because guess what? You might be one of the few, or I should say one of the many, that will be by yourself for quite a long time. And some of y'all freaking women, especially when y'all pushing past 40s right now and on, that doesn't look good, baby.
We're not gonna get into that. Actually, never mind. Never mind. But like I said, look,
we can't say if you look if you look like freaking Salma Hayek,
that's a
if
whole
you look
different story.
like Angela Bassett,
That's a whole different story.
you making that money. So please let me be your sugar baby.
Yes, please. Listen, I will mow the lawn. I will wash the dishes. I will clean the house. I will rub your feet, girl. That's a whole other story. A man can wish. But like I said, look, we got lucky. We got lucky. We have good women in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We're one of the lucky ones. We got the ones that understand us. We got the ones that see our potential and push us to get to that potential. We got lucky. That's the truth.
Yep.
Some of us are not lucky.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Ha. Thank you, Lord.
God, thank these women.
But you know, when I look at these contestants for the Miss Black Awareness pageant, I feel
good. I feel it in my bones. Wonder Woman, you're smoking that crack. You calling us sellouts? You know you'll sell out for what's his name? What's his name? Freaking Chris Hemsworth. You'll sell yourself out for Jason Momoa. You'll sell yourself out for Jason Statham. Praise Jesus, woman, cause you're a sinner, just like the rest of us.
But look, this episode mainly focused on women and all that stuff. But us dudes, we gotta make sure that we're in the right mindset, that we're in the right capacity, and if we're not in the right capacity, that we pick the right person to get us to that right capacity. And
I told you one, bro. I told you Wonder Woman was the sellout. Look at her. Look at her. Well, she can't even spell his damn name right, but she puts The Witcher. The only thing she remembers him being The Witcher.
You know, he plays Superman and a bunch of other.
Astucia.
But in reality, like, listen, from a man's perspective, just know that we understand what goes through your mind. Unless you're one of them immature men that just want to hop from. If you're that type of dude, you need to self-evaluate yourself. I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling you. If you can't find a woman that you can actually settle down with, you know, someone that's willing to do whatever to lock you down, you don't see that, you need to get some help. Don't beat around the bush, bro. You're running from some demons that you don't want to deal with. But as long as we do what we gotta do, make sure that we got the right partner. And listen, don't be afraid to vet these women. Like, yo, literally, first date. If you listen, first date, actually, as a matter of fact, first date, if they got a pound of makeup on, jump in the pool. Jump in the pool. Jump in the pool. Unless they sent you.
You want to see the real gremlin come out.
Unless they showed you a picture without makeup, jump in the pool. All right. Secondly, you ask them about their finances. You ask them about their aspirations. You ask them if they see themselves being wifey material. If you see them wanting a future and what their future looks like, what their 5-year, 10-year goal is, how they're gonna get there. Same thing that they ask us, we could ask them.
Sometimes it might take a little longer than just the first date and the first 3 dates.
Right, but it's still
you might tap that ass before you get those answers, but just make sure you get those answers, because guess what? Once those answers reveal yourself, you're either dealing with, and she's a keeper, or a gremlin who fails to meet the expectations. Just saying.
I was thinking more like this. But just remember.
That's more like freaking what the hell is that damn girl's name? Oh my god, I forgot this damn bitch's name. The crazy Louisiana chick. Not Batty. The other one.
The other chick, what's her name? Period, whatever. What's her name?
Yeah, one of those fucking bitches.
Yeah, that's her.
One of those bitches.
But yeah, man, the importance is that in a relationship, you gotta understand, in a relationship or any type of relationship, you know, you gotta understand that there has to be someone that's willing to take the reins, someone that's willing to take the lead, someone that's willing to follow. It can go both ways. It could be sometimes. Listen, my partner, there are things that she's better at me than I suck at. Like when it comes to actually like physical forms and getting into the detailed nitty gritty stuff, she's better at it than I am. I see the broad picture, but she sees the little pieces that are missing. Or if I need to put something together, she puts it together, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And then with other aspects, I'm good at too. And then with the other things that she's not good at, I help. I take that responsibility, and I fill that role. There always has to be a leader, a follower. Men, we are natural born leaders, but if we have the wrong partner, they're not gonna let us take that lead. They're gonna always be combative. They're always gonna question. They're always gonna want to know. They're always gonna think you have an ulterior motive to whatever you're doing, when in reality you're just trying to get you guys in the right direction. And you guys need to realize that by asking those uncomfortable questions and having those uncomfortable conversations. And if they're not willing to have those conversations, yo, appreciate your time. I'm out. Appreciate
Hit that red buzzer. Hit that red buzzer.
Flat out, listen. You can start off with something simple. Like I said, you could be like, hey, your credit? Okay, you know what? If you say, hey, you know what? I know a couple services to fix your credit. Why don't we look into it? And you don't have to force it. You just drop the nugget in there. Drop the seed. Plant the seed. Like, why don't you look into it? You know, if she says, okay, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Okay, then you take her to her lab. You bring a laptop. You show her the process. Boom. And then you basically guided her. Be like, hey, look, all you need to do is just press okay. That's it. But if she's like, nah, I'm good. You just broke. You don't want to take care of me? Oh, all right. Well, then you continue to be broke and have a shitty ass credit score. At the end of the day, man, we gotta give. It's a give and take process. And remember that you gotta give as much as you take. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 60. But as long as you give, you show the effort to give, and you know, as you take, then you guys will be alright. But if not, then you know, you could always come to Arcon, you could always come to Joe and come vent to us, and then we'll tell you either one, you're stupid, or two, give you some good advice.
Yep. Or three, tell your bitches to run, motherfuckers. Run!
That's right, run, motherfucker!
Oh man.
Remember, it's always a kind of 50-50 relationship. You guys want to support each other. Even if it's your significant other, it doesn't matter what freaking sexuality you are, you want someone that's going to support you just as much as you want to support them. And if you're not getting that back and forth, because like Arakan said, your significant other might be better at you at certain things or might have more of an organizational skills than you do, then guess what? You meet in the middle and make sure you freaking put that forth, that forward effort into helping them out and showing them that you're trying to be there with them and support them, and vice versa. If you know how to do something, like let's just put something simple as building shit in the house, freaking furniture, fixing shit in the house, plumbing, electrical, things like that. Not everyone is going to know how to do that, but if you can do that faster than your significant other, at least have your significant other, hey, hun, I can't do this. Here's the tools. Let me know what else you need. Things like that. You guys want to meet in the middle, not do any craziness, but support one another. Same thing with our community here. We want to support each other and get each other to the next level.
Just one more thing. Going off of what you said, yes, that example is a perfectly good example. At some point, and this is strictly for females. Sorry, this one's strictly for the females. But if you've been alone for a long period of time and you've gotten so used to taking care of things like that, such as, you know, putting furniture together on your own, and now you have a man and you don't let go of that reign, because sometimes us men can build things quicker because we have the strength, or we just know how to build it because we built it before. If you don't know how to let go of that aspect of things, let him be in his masculine energy. You just sit back and just help him if he needs you. If he needs your help, if not, you help him out in other ways. And that's gonna cause a big rift. There are times when you guys can, clash about that stuff. There are other times when you don't. And that's on you to realize, like, hey, I have someone in my life right now, if he's willing to help, then let me help him. Let him help me.
Help is on the way here!
This is Delphi.
Help is on the way!
But on that note, I'm done for the night.
Oh man, we're not gonna go for another hour. No,
I mean, we're going for another hour, but
we'll be jumping on topics left and right, but we don't want to beat a freaking bush with a damn weed whacker that's already done for.
we could. It's like, stop! It's already dead. No.
I know we could, but we got our point across.
Yeah.
We know what's up. We know what's up. And if y'all heifers want another freaking part 2 of this bitch, just let us know.
We already got a request for part 2 for the mail for it. We'll think about it.
Woo!
But as always, guys, disclaimer: this wasn't attacking anyone. It's trying to open people's eyes. Trying to get us all to come together. That's all. Care about each other. We gotta look out for each other because we all we got. Superman ain't coming through the damn door trying to save us. He's too busy dealing with the white folks.
From outer space.
Yeah, that's a whole other. Listen, we're gonna talk about that alien shit. But yeah, he's too busy dealing with Lois's crazy ass jumping off buildings and shit. So he ain't gonna save us.
Nah, Lois is jumping into Batman's arms. Don't worry about it.
Oh damn! I knew she was a. Damn. Well.
Oh well.
Oh man. Yeah, bro. You got anything else to say?
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
Of course. Also,
Now you have to become a demon! Just imagine it! We'd be able to fight each other for the rest of eternity!
with that being said, fucking like, subscribe, join our channel, share the shit out of these episodes with your friends, families, significant others, even freaking your exes, because they need to hear some of this shit.
Oh hell no, don't do that.
Nah, do it. We need more followers and we need more freaking people commenting to get our fucking analytics up. Come on.
I guess. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We want the smoke, so bring that negativity over here. Bring that negativity over here.
But everyone, thank you guys for joining. Muchos freaking lojas, muchos freaking mahalos. Fucking, like I said, like, subscribe. We're gonna be doing some game streams later in the future, so stay tuned and join the CPU. And welcome to League of Reyes!
Later, guys.